John Calipari, in my view, though, for Kentucky, in his tenure in Kentucky, he underachieved.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one championship, and that's actually in his coaching career. One championship. So if everybody wants to talk about expectations, though, and they want to talk about how, well, we want to win championships. We want to win championships. Okay, you wasn't winning championships with John Calipari. You were getting to the Elite Eight, you get beat. You get to the Final Four, you get beat. Some years that we thought, man, we're not going to get very far. Yeah, they went on a little run and we made it to the title game. You get beat. You literally had the best team in the modern era.
Right.
And you got beat because you refused to make an adjustment.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly.
You had the potential of going 40-0. You had the team from top to bottom, and you got beat by some little piddly team in Wisconsin who, yes, was good because they had a lot of people coming back and they were looking for blood, so you should have known that.
Yeah.
We beat them the year before.
Right.
And you refused to make an adjustment, and you got beat. And he hated calling timeouts.
Right.
Go back if you have time. If you go back and watch the year we had Monk and Fox, we got beat by North Carolina. If you go back and look, Monk hits the three, and I want to say we had a timeout available. We might have had one, we might have had two.
Yeah. And
he didn't call a timeout.
UNC ran the play.
I would have called a timeout and set my defense. But when Monk hit the shot, immediately Bam went over. If I remember this correctly, he ran over to guard the inbound. They threw it in, and you just had players. It looked like you're trying to herd cats. And North Carolina ran. All they did was run across half court and then run at an angle. And May got to this little spot who was wide, nobody around him. Open jump shot. There's where I'm like, call a timeout. Set your defense. It's not going to hurt you. They don't roll over to the next game.
Right.
So it's little things like that. And
that team was very good defensively.
That team was good defensively, and they were good offensively.
Yeah, they were basically. I mean, they probably could have beat a few NBA teams, but they were just so well rounded that you thought a Final Four was in the bag, So
yeah, and they beat that Carolina team earlier in the year.
Yeah,
in fact, I think they beat them pretty. I mean, I don't think they beat them by 20 or anything, but they beat them pretty. It was a good game. I think they beat them pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I think it was at the CBS Sports Classic.
Yeah.
I
mean, so
I was actually at that game. That was insane.
Yeah. Well, and it's all about obviously you're going to end with a game plan, but within the game, you have to make adjustments to that plan because, you're going to have, maybe somebody comes off the bench that normally averages 2 points a game, and all of a sudden they're on a hot streak. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, dude, they've already scored 14 on us. What's going on? And that happens a lot with Kentucky because everybody brings their A game to play Kentucky. It's like their Super Bowl.
Right.
It's their national championship game. And, again, you have to make it. You don't have to be stubborn and set in your ways and be like, no, I'm not going to make any adjustments.
Right.
So,
yeah. I mean, it goes both ways too, right? So, even if you are a Kentucky or a Kansas or a Duke or whatever, just know the target's on your back. So you have to maybe that game that day, maybe your best player or players aren't the ones that end up showing up on the stat sheet. It can be
right.
Some, a few other players, and that's fine as long as you make adjustments.
Heck, even if you have to go deep into your bench.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at that point, you got to try anything to win.
Right.